Alrighty, it's Apple Day, friends. And do you know what Tim Cook just sent us? The MacBook Pro 16-inch. This is so exciting. So let's get this unboxed and look at it. Alrighty. Here she is in all her glory. Man, that is a nice computer. But it does look a bit the same. I would have thought Apple to put at least a USB port on this thing, or even an SD card reader. Isn't there room? We'll get into that later. But first of all, let's look at this behemoth of a machine. So this features, of course, the baseline spec MacBook Pro. So it's a 2.6 gigahertz hexa-core processor, i7, which is a very good processor, as we'll get to see. It has 12 megs of cache and turbo boost up to 4.5 gigahertz. It actually outperforms my 2018 MacBook Pro with respect to the highest, including its i9 processor and maximum graphics. This is complete baseline. Absolutely baseline, nothing upgraded. So let's pop the hood open, shall we? Alright, so here she is, the MacBook Pro in all her glory. So as you can see, we do have a dedicated escape button, which is very nice. Some developers and video software engineers and video editors were really requiring an escape key that's physical, not just on the touch bar itself. So that is really, really an improvement. And it's glad to know that Apple is listening to the community and what they have to say. They did bring back the scissor switch keyboard, which is a great replacement. I absolutely love it. For when browsing, it sounds amazing. Like that is very nice. Yeah, everything else is the normal thing. Nothing has changed much. They did add the dedicated power and Touch ID button, which is nice, but I think that they should have kept it together just because it makes the thing look one giant slab of touch bar. But that's just in my opinion. I was a fan of the touch bar, but now I'm not so much, but you know, it's everyone's opinion. So the one that we have today on tap here is we are running, let's see if we can zoom in there. So yes, we have the 2.6 gigahertz 6-core i7, great, amazing CPU, absolutely beautiful, blows everything out of the water. Processor is the same, that's what I just said, sorry, I don't know why I'm repeating what in the world is coming to. Memory is 16 gigs of 2667 megahertz DDR4. So this is something relatively new. They did put it on the 2018s, but again, it is something new because they haven't really put on DDR4 that often because they're saying like it's something to do with the battery or it doesn't make it as efficient because DDR4 takes more power, but in the end they did it. So that's just nice to have DDR4. But we also are running Intel HD graphics, UHD graphics, 630. That's nothing has changed, but if we go to system report here, and we go to our graphics and displays, we have our AMD Radeon Pro 530 5300M. So that is an extreme upgrade from the top of the line previous ones from the Radeon Vega 20s, or even the AMD 560X graphics card, which was put in the 2018s. That is amazing and wonderful. So we do have that. It does run fairly well, just not something that I would consider as like a very powerful graphics card. If it was me, I would have gone with more upgraded, the 5800, I believe, that has 8 gigs of GDDR6. So not GDDR5, but 6. So a little bit better, faster memory, so less latency. That's always nice, huh? Alright, so we got just the regular 512 gig SSD. This is completely baseline. So I'm going to download Cinebench on this, and we can see what this amazing beast has in store for us. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so before we run Cinebench, I do want to show off the speakers that Apple has made. So these speakers may look the same on the 2018 15-inch and the 2019 15-inch models, but they are completely redesigned. They have a 6-speaker array with a separated woofer for louder noise, louder sound, and a more dedicated, purer sound without less affected noise cancellation. So let's listen to this audio preview. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it through this rubbish mic on this camera, but at least you can get a sort of preview of what it sounds like. So maximum volume, and then we'll turn it down. So it really does show how well these speakers are designed. I would really encourage you just to go check out the computer at the Apple Store or wherever, because you can't really experience the sound quality from this recording, but because of YouTube and because of the microphone on this. And which, speaking of microphones, Apple does say that this features... Let's exit out of that. This does feature a new studio grade microphone. Now, I will be doing a test on that in a little bit, and you can hear it, but for now, we'll see how it stands up to that. Now, what I've heard is it's quite good, and the studio grade is not something that you can record podcasts on, such as Apple says, but it's definitely a very good speaker for Skype or for voice recordings, for something like, I don't know, voice memos, or something that you just want to hear later on. But other than that, it's a pretty good sound setup. In fact, just for the fun of it, let's look and record this here. Okay, yep, brand new, so let's see. This is a test of the microphone quality on the 2019 MacBook Pro 16-inch. Alright, now let's hear it. This is a test of the microphone quality on the 2019 MacBook Pro 16-inch. So from my ears, that really sounds quite good. That is not poor sound quality at all. In fact, it is pretty good, pretty decent, compared to my Blue Yeti microphone that I have on my desk for my productive workstation. That is pretty decent. So, it looks like the download is just finished, so let's go open that up, and let's get Cinebench running. So I'll see you after all this gets worked on. Alright, so here we are in Cinebench, got it all downloaded. This is having the higher end CPU, so as you can see it's completely storming through this. It has 12 megs of cache, so it's definitely an improvement over mine, which has 12 meg of cache, but this actually outperforms the top of the line i9 in the 2018s. You can hear the fans ramping up a little bit, but they did put in a higher heatsink in here, because of that thermal throttling issue that so many people have had the issue with. So this is a little bit thicker if you put it against a 15-inch MacBook Pro, because they had to accommodate for a higher tolerance heatsink that dissipates heat faster and quicker. So you can hear those fans ramping up right now, but it actually keeps itself quite cool. This keyboard is actually completely cool right now, whereas on mine this keyboard would be getting warm, quite warm. Also, this display is a little bit higher. It also has variable refresh rate, so it's a higher resolution because, well, it's a 16-inch and it has variable refresh rate, so you could save power. And if you're a video editor, you can lower it down to match your frame rate of your video, which helps. It's always nice. And it has True Tone technology, which is a hit or miss situation depending if you like it or if you don't, and if you're doing color grading or not. So it's finishing up right here. Let's see what score we get. And here we are. We actually scored stinking above the 7700K. Significantly. It's insane. My system behind me that I'm looking at right now has a 7700K. Overclocked to 4.7 gigahertz. That's insane. Now what is funny is that there's this Xeon X5650, which is above it. And it's funny because you can get those pretty cheap actually. They take that socket 1366. So it's a bit of a weird socket. It takes a server socket, but whatever. Alright, so now before I end the video, I do want to say one accessory that is like a complete must-do. It's only like 19 bucks on Amazon. Not that bad, and it's the best you can get out there. It is this. Let's see if we can focus on this. I hate this camera because it's focusing. It's terrible. Come on. Come on. Whatever. Anyways, it's basically it's a magnetic charger. It brings wireless MagSafe back to the Mac again. So that's literally all I had to say, but it's quite nice. Let me just show you here quick. If I can plug it in, one sec. You just plug it into any USB Type-C port. And there you go. And now, if you can see on the end there, it also has the USB-C as well to connect up to your main one. And you see, right here, just pops on. Boom. MagSafe. Reinvented. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I use it on my MacBook Pros, on all of them that I have, on any USB Type-C device you can use it on. The iPad Pro, Windows one that has USB Type-C, anything. And this isn't even just for charging. You can use it for display output, for data transfer through hard drives, whatever you wish. It functions as a complete USB Type-C. It's a 20-pin connector, transfers 4K at 60 FPS. This is a win. I've seen and gone through so many others. There's nothing like it. I mean, everything else just poops out. The magnet's not strong. The USB-C isn't charging correctly through it. So really, that is a winner. This is the iSky. I don't know if I hate this camera. I really gotta get a different one. I'll do a review on the different camera later. But it is the... Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. But it's the iSky camera. I mean, iSky... Oh. It's the iSky charger. It's a magnetic charger. Literally just does that. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. Just flip it on and off. On and off. It's just like a stinking MagSafe. I love it. I absolutely recommend it to any of you that are watching this. So, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one, okay? So, thank you for watching. I really am enjoying this MacBook Pro. And, well, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.